So calibration is the same as, well, you're not familiar with J75.
I'm just going to look over your shoulder.
But no, that's fine. But if a customer is going from a J75 to a matte, this process would be familiar to them, or I believe even an Amiata to this, the same ILS. So anyway, you would click calibrate. Once you have the ILS enabled, it is a license activation code. So it isn't like plugging in the ES2000. There is an actual license code that you need. It comes with the performance package in the kit, but it is activated the same way as the graphic arts package, premium edition. So you pick whichever stock you want to calibrate to. We happen to have the 90 loaded. I don't know what else is there. Pick the ILS, switch tray, and click continue. It automatically runs through everything. This would be the piece I was talking about earlier, making sure the auto on the decurler is set. Because if it isn't, the paper goes through a different path.
Remember what he was saying?
Yeah.
That people, if they don't have that selected, it doesn't
Right.
go through the ILS.
Right. So it'll print its seats out there, it'll send the measurement file back to the EFI. That's for the PFEM. Or that is the PFEM to connect the DFA.
If you wanted to connect your graph code that's not going to work on it, that's what you need.
That laptop, that's our paper.
So
So those are the prints that run through the ILS that get measured.
It does all the densities
For all the colors.
for all the colors.
Yep. If you want to take a look at it,
You can see that.
that's
Look at
the
that.
curve that you end up with. You can either choose to apply and close now, or you can run a test print, see what it looks like first, and then apply and close.
This was too simple.
Yeah, it's much easier than the handheld, or that's what I mean. Once it's enabled, it disables the scanner, but
Hey,
if it's that easy, who would want to do it anyway?
Customers gonna love
So
that.
there's the sample of the before and after. So if it looks good,
That's interesting.
no.
Your default on this machine is a lot better than the default on the 700.
That's good. That's what we want to do.
It was almost hurtful. It actually looks almost the same.
So then I will apply green, since we're happy.
You've seen it before.
Well, I've done it before
And
on
that's it.
J75.
That's-
John, what do you think?
I've also-
Okay.
Yeah, with this, this was like,
Once again, the IoT does not even know this ILS is there. It
Right.
run through a
because it's
serial.
connected.
The ILS is connected in the back. I don't know if you really want to get a shot of that because it's a mess.
Which is
But
why
where the adapter is,
that.
the blue, that's
Oh, okay.
the ILS connection.
because there's no way to
Right
run it
there.
from this.
No, it's a serial cable.
It's a serial cable.
Yep.
Look, she's got an extra fire. We'll just take one of these.
The
That's
dongle
as far as
or
the
kind of
cable
thing?
we have.
That's
The adapter.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's the cable that comes right out of the back of the interface module, the whole module.
Yep. The IoT doesn't interact with it at all. So you can see we just did the 90 GSM shows up. So it really is that simple. It's
Whoa.
much.
And then you can go
quicker.
back at a later time and reuse that.
You
as
can
a-
reuse that. You can redo it as often as you want. You can, yep.
Oh, that's
And it's
great.
that quick.
Thank you.
In the event it hadn't calibrated correctly, what are the next steps?
You would get a pop-up message that said, well, depending on what the problem is, it might, if you ran out of paper, it'll actually give you a message that it couldn't find the measurement file, and you'll see that it's failed, and it'll tell you, you know, that I ran out of paper or whatever. So you just put more paper in. Generally, you would get some sort of a fault message that tells you.
Would then the service rep be able to follow that fault code to resolve the issue?
I would hope so. I won't say that I've seen them all, but that would be the plan.
Okay.
I would try it, double check the trays and connections and things first. But
Would there be any direction the operator would get to try and resolve the problem?
well, certainly if it was a low paper type thing, they would get a message.
I guess beyond that, what else can they do? How would you know when to do it?
Sometimes people would, if their color starts to go off, they might redo it. Some people do it beginning of every
morning.
shift.
Okay.
I mean, if it's multiple shifts or every morning, they would do it on a. I mean, when we do our internal system testing, they do it every morning. No matter what the color looks like, they redo it every morning. Run
They also do it
calibration.
sometimes when they change jobs.
Okay.
If they have a long run coming up with us.
Or if it's on a different stock that hasn't been done
That
yet.
was the question, all right.
Yep.
That was
a 90. If you went from a 90 GSM to a coded 240, you might want to do it again on that stock. See how
Can
that
you save
goes.
those as profiles then?
There is a way to save those as profiles.
Where's the ILS come from? Is that a Xerox device? Is it a DFI device?
The actual ILS is an AppCon device. It's a third party that we use. It gets built in, I believe.
Okay. But the fact
I know
that,
the people are local.
but the fact that it interfaces to the Fiery, that's why they have to have the instructions for it.
Right. Because it would never come. Any IoT documentation or even anything that you guys get wouldn't go to the customer to see. So.
It's made in Japan.
Well, this is made in
Right. Wow.
The ILS is built separately. It's this piece right here.
Oh, okay, like a little camera.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, remember he had it in his hand yesterday? The round thing.
Mm-hmm. He showed
Yeah,
us.
sure.
That was what
Michelle had it? Who had it?
No, the gentleman upstairs,
The gentleman.
Caesar.
I guess. That's
Casey.
the dog guy?
Casey.
Casey.
Casey, that's right, that's right.
Right.
Is this ILS made by a different manufacturer than the one that was in 770?
No, actually.
It's the same one.
It's supposed to be one coming down the line that will be different.
Oh, okay.
But
All right.
this
So
one is the same.
This one is the same as the 770. Okay.
The current plan of record is to be different.
Oh, okay. But that's down the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's same ILS, same serial connection,
Right.
same.
Yeah, it's pretty much transparent to them.
The color patches and the way it is actually, the software in it is different. It's unique to Mac because of the different toner and everything. But the hardware is the same.